Now, the other thing is this notion that the ego in me is a reference to the divine name because of Exodus 3:14. We know that that's the famous burning bush vision. God reveals himself to Moses and uses the divine name, the four-letter word pronounced as Yahweh or Jehovah, it doesn't really matter. He says, I am who I am. Thus you shall say to the sons of Israel, I am has sent me to you. Now, that's what most translations have there. I am has sent me to you. But here's the issue. So immediately people think, oh, that's ego in me. But if we look at the Greek translation, which is, we're talking here Greek, right? Ego in me, not Hebrew. So if you go online, and I use the a place called Kata Biblon, which is where you can find the LXX Septuagint, you will see that actually it's not I am has sent me to you. The Greek translation in Exodus 3:14 has on. It's not ego in me. Here you have the translation of the Greek of the divine name of the four letters with Hebrew tetragrammaton as it's known. Ego in me or on. And it translates something like I am the one who exists or the self-existing one. Then God says, go to Israel. So you have Israel there. Israel and say, on. That's not I am, folks. So it's something like tell them the self-existing one or the one who exists has sent you. Jesus obviously never said that. And no one ever said that about Jesus, that he was the self-existing one. As a matter of fact, to prove that this reference, if you want to call it that, or title, is used of the Father alone, go to Revelation 1. You have this, right? Message to the seven churches. John to the seven churches that are in Asia, grace to you, peace, from him who is, who was, who is to come. That phrase is believed to be a reference to the divine name, to the ego eimi on. Again, you can look this up. So most see this as a reference or an allusion to that divine name in the Greek, ego eimi on, of Exodus 3:14. And actually, a shortened form of it is he who is, on, which is the same reading in the Greek here. Bible Hub, you can do this. Go to the interlinear of Revelation 1:4. And this phrase, by the way, appears, I believe, 1, 2, 3, 4, around 5 times in Revelation, only used for the one on the throne, God the Father, never for Jesus. So you see how it translates here? We're looking at this phrase in English, who is, who was, who is to come. Let's look at the Greek, not the interlinear. On, you see that? The one who is and or the one who was, it's translated, but you can say the one who is, the one who was, the one that is erhomenos, coming. And there's the on, the very same one that we find in Exodus 3:14 in the Greek. It appears that John is using a reference to the divine name for God the Father in the New Testament only, even though it's not, verbatim the same thing, but it's nonetheless definitely a reference. So God commands Moses to identify, once again, going back to the burning bush, God commands Moses to identify himself, God, Yahweh, as the on. It's not ego in me, folks.